Without you here, can't sleep, can't breathe. I need you here, right next to me. Thoughts in my head, racing. We can't go on like this anymore. I'm done with the games we're playing, I'm over it. So I had to let you go.
Good morning. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right. Test number 2 is officially in motion. I done my first test, quite a while ago, to be honest. It was some time ago. And then I forgot to do my second one, to be honest, but we're here. When was it exactly? We're talking... Oh... 2 weeks ago. Brilliant. So that's when I done my first test. And here we are for test 2. This time, today, I am streaming on everything. We're doing 2 YouTube streams. We've got Kick and Twitch on. And we're just seeing if my PC can handle it, because then if it can, I can do this multi-streaming thing permanently. Looking at my little thing, we're looking okay. I mean, it's not awful. 40% CPU, 50% GPU, 38 memory, that is fine. Before it was like 70 to 90 CPU, and that was just not good. So, today I'm just gonna do 1 full round of my Jenson button career mode, and that's it. So it should be about an hour and a half. Just chill out for a bit. I can't be arsed doing a video today, to be honest. I just can't. So I'm doing this instead. At least with a live stream, there's not really any... post-production that you've got to do. There's no editing, there's no thumbnail making. I mean, I did have to make a thumbnail, but they're like templates that I made ages ago. I can just go live, get in the game, and just play. So, also, that is special. I need to screenshot that for the future. I have 1 resource point. How have I got 1 point? How have I even managed that? That is genuinely impressive. Okay, let me just... Excuse me. Let me just make sure that everything is working as intended. Wow, only 8% CPU on the old OBS. That's pretty good. Well done. If anything's too loud or too quiet, please let me know so I can change it. But everything looks fine in terms of the audioage. Again, I have no idea how the video's running. It looks okay on my end. So I think we just... get in there, shall we? Let me get my 6 fucking tabs up of all me activity chats and live chats and stuff. Right, do I have any goals set? No, I've done all that. Let's just go back on the first engine. I used to do this thing where, like, every single race I would change these so that I would have, like, infinite durability and I'd never run out. That became a bit cringe, so I just stopped, and now I'm just gonna wait until the first one wears down. Right, actually, what's the standings like? Aren't they just, like, not right? Yeah. Yeah, only P3 with back-to-back wins in a Williams. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Right, let's make sure this is on a difficult. No? Difficult. Yeah, I forgot about this. I have the voices audio setting off, so they're just... You can hear the background. Like, if I pause this, you can hear, like the background of, you know, the, like, machines working, people walking, and then you just see these people just silent. I remember it happened in one of my recent videos. It was just quite funny while recording. And you can't skip it either. I believe this is because of the, summer break. They do like a little cutscene to be more realistic and involved, but you can't skip it. So unfortunately, we just have to sit here for a few minutes and wait for them to shut up being mimes. So that's pretty good. Got a busy old weekend ahead. Got about 7 streams to do, so that's going to be fun. At least F1's finally back, though. Didn't realise how boring the weekends got without it. I mean, there's football, which, yeah, great, but when your team is as shit as West Ham, then it's not really something to look forward to. Should I put my gloves on, to be fair? Do I have a difficulty setting for this track? I should do somewhere. Let's see. AI. 109. Brilliant. Okay, so that's what difficulty I'm running today. That's like every track at this point. I feel like the gap between 108 and 9 is about a tenth, but then the gap between 109 and 110 is like 3 to 4 tenths. So, yeah, 109 is like the sweet spot. some tracks it's still a little bit too easy, but if I up it to 110, it just gets way too difficult. So it's a bit tricky. It's a tricky spot I'm in. I really should invest in some new gloves, just because these are brilliant. I don't even know what they are. I don't know what their purpose is. They're not racing gloves at all. I genuinely don't know what these are, but they are getting a bit worn at this stage, because I've had them for ages and I use them every single day. Alright, let's make sure you're on 109. Practice 1. Also need to remember to turn down my PC audio, because this is loud. And here we go. Let's make sure I've got my setup on. And I might tweak it a little bit. I mean, I want more rear downforce is what I want. I know in this game, because of the way the cars handle and it's a bit wacky, you can get away with running really low rear wing aero and it doesn't really make a difference. I know at Spa, you use like 20 at the front and then like 3 at the back and it's like quite strong. But I'm going to up it a little bit. I just prefer more rear downforce, to be honest. So let's just go. Get me in there. Alright, now there might be a bug that I have spoken about in my recent video talking about the new update, which, by the way, is out today. I don't know if it's like actually available to me. If it is, after this stream, I might go and crack out a quick video on it. The Ayrton Senna Challenge career looks sick. And not only that, but there's also the 1991 Brazil Grand Prix scenario on, I believe, the 25th. That's really cool. But yeah, they fixed one of the 2 bugs I mentioned in that video. I think we have got... Okay, I'll just do a flashback anyway. Pretty much, there's like a 25% chance when I start a session, you know when it comes with the 5 red lights and then you go, there's a 25% chance that my wheel, say if I turn my wheel like this, like 90 degrees, the game will only pick up like 5 degrees, and obviously it's undrivable, so I have to use a flashback. Whoa, big skid. Not happy about that. Right, first lap, can I like not spin? That'd be a good place to start. I would like to try and get through a whole weekend without crashing, but that is me we're talking about here. That is not going to happen. But let's see what I can do anyway. Get round turn 1, I'm all scared. Has been a few days since I've played. For some reason, if I don't touch this game for more than 24 hours, I just forget, like, how to drive. Like, the other day, when I hadn't played for 3 days and I come back on to record I think a Senna Carimo video, I was, like, genuinely in a deep state of shock. Like, why does this feel so weird? Maybe that just shows how bad this game is, that no matter, like, I've played this game for 300 hours so far, all on wheel, and I still haven't got properly used to it, so I don't know if that's a me issue. I mean, it only took me like 20 minutes to get used to F1 23, and that was completely different than F1 22. So, I don't know. Car feels very oversteery, though, and you know, well, actually, you probably don't know me, but if you know me, you'd know that I hate oversteer in all of its forms. I can't stand the thing. I would rather understeer every day of the week if I could have it. I don't know what setup changes to make it less oversteery. I literally don't have a clue. The only setting, like, thing that I understand is camber, tire pressure, and brake bias, and that's it. And I don't even fully understand brake bias, I just know the basics of it, so I'm not the most technically smart person. Anyway, that was a pretty good first lap. I didn't crash, you know, that's a good place to start. I didn't crash, and we done well on the program, so that's a W. The only place I struggled was turn 7, which is that's the chicane, is it not? After, yeah, because, you know, it goes up and then the long right. Is that really that sharp of a corner? It doesn't look that sharp when you're actually driving on it. Oh, okay, interesting. What's next? Time management. Well, actually, I should have done race strategy first, because then I'll have less tyre wear. Yeah, I thought that was not a smart decision, but I should be okay. Okay, wheel seems good. Let's build a bit of a gap. I've got Max the strap on behind me. Go on, go for it. Go, 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 go. Thank you very much. And go. What am I doing? I've already forgot. I think tire management. Tire management in this game is arguably the most pointless thing, because I have done so many races on this game and F123. I think I did reach the 1,000-hour mark on F123, I think. And, whoa, I have never actively sat there and gone, right, I need to save my tires. I just drive normally, like, as fast as I can, and it seems to work. I've never really sat there and tried to save tires, and it's actually helped me. So, I don't really get the point of it. I mean, I understand the basics of saving tires, you just go on throttle a bit less, but it isn't working so far on the old Delta nor the simulation thing. I'm losing a lot of tyre wear for no real reason. I mean, I can't really drive any more carefully, to be honest. That's just not a thing. I'm literally driving as slow and carefully as I can on the exits as well with the throttle, and yet I'm losing that much tyre wear. Like, what is that? No, I'm sorry, what is that tyre wear? Did you see that spike? Did you see the way that just went? And now I'm not even going to get past on the Delta either. Never mind. I think I'd done that by what? Wow. Oh. Wait, the target was a 17.8 and I did a 17... Wait, no, that's not what I just did. What did I just do? 17.752. So I was 32 milliseconds quicker. Even though the Delta said that I was only about 2 milliseconds quicker, and I've also just completely blocked the laps of these two. My bad. Sorry. Didn't mean that. How can I have bad tyre wear here? It's a straight line. You know what, I don't care. I've done the program. I'll just get the other objectives in the quick practice. I should probably maybe just only do quick practice, but I like to do practice on these live streams because it's extra run time. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's an extra bit of time, because if I didn't do practice on these streams would only be about 40 minutes long, maybe a little bit longer, 45 minutes. But because I do practice, it ends up being about an hour and 20, so yeah, that's why I do practice. Great, fantastic, no one cares. Alright, so now I'm doing race strategy, and then so now I can just drive normally, as in, I'm not trying to save tyres, I'm not trying to save fuel or anything, it's just driving sports car. And that should be pretty good. I don't know how much ERS I can use. I'm going to go down to 70. Yeah, we'll go down to 70. And we'll see how that is by the end of the lap. Oh. I hate that corner. Because it's got like 2 exits. Like, you get past the first bit of exit and you're like, oh, brilliant, I had a really good exit. And then you get this wild snap of oversteer on like the second exit. Alright, so we'll go down to 60 ERS and then see if I can recharge it. This is just so I know what I can use in the race.
And we'll go from there.
Hate this corner. Oh, hate everything about it. I despise it with a burning passion. But don't worry, I'm holding on. Hello, lad. How are you? I'm brilliant. How you doing yourself, mate? Haven't really slept because one of my neighbours has got a new dog and they just leave it outside all day. So for the last 48 hours it hasn't shut up barking, so that's good. Apart from that though, it's brilliant. Alright, so I'm going to have to go to 75 ERS. Actually no, do 70 by the end of this straight. And then that's the only ERS I can use on this lap if I want to charge it back. Great. That's not a lot, really. I'm also just ruining Russell's practice program here, because I'm obviously a lot slower, because I'm in a Williams. But I don't care, because I hate the prick. So if anything, I'm quite glad I'm doing this. Oh, I hate that corner. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say that every single lap. I hate that corner. They need to learn that dog to not bark since he's young. He'll grow up and he'll never learn. No, she's like 3, because it was her friends and she like reowned it. But they opened the door, and with like my gardens where I live, we're talking like the size of probably your bathroom. Like they're very, very small, and they just chuck it out and then close the door. And it's barking because it's like, oi, you fucker, let me in! And obviously they don't. And it just sits there barking until dawn. My dog, like, barely goes outside, but when he does, I don't think he's ever barked outside. We haven't taught him that. It's just because when he wants to come back in, we just let him in. So, I don't know. Bit annoying. Feel bad for the dog, really, but we move. To get this practice program done. Car feels a lot nicer now. I don't know if that's because I'm on higher fuel, but I like. Russell still can't find a way past. I think qualifying is, of course, going to be extremely important, because as I'm proving at the moment, it is literally impossible to overtake, even though Russell is in a car that's at least twice as fast as mine. I mean, mine can do about maybe 310 kph down the straight, whereas Russell's can do about 748 down the straight, and he still can't get past me. So I need a good quali. Whoa, big oversteerage. I could sit here and do all 5 laps, but quite frankly, I can't be arsed, so I'm just not going to do them. I'll just call it quits after this and go into qualifying. Ooh. Go on, girl. There you go. Don't know why my car has to be a girl. I don't know, it just feels kind of... You know, Ricardo in China 2018 when he overtook Bottas, like, get it, girl, get it. I feel like that'd be a bit weird if you just go, yeah, go on, boy. Go, boy. Don't know, sounds a bit weird. Yeah, all my lap times looking like, because they felt decent-ish. Wow, they were horrible, as it turns out. Why you have a 5 laps... Well, no, it's because, like, the program makes you do 5, but you only have to do 3 to get, like, the purple completion, so... 5 is optional, but I don't do them. Honestly, I thought my laps were a lot more consistent than that. I mean, we're talking half a second and then 3/10. Wow, look at the Sector 1 diff. That's crazy. 4/10 in 2 laps. Is that tyre wear? What's the tyre wear looking like? Oh, that's pretty bad, actually. That is quite poor. Oh. Yeah, that kind of explains it. That's a lot of tyre wear for, well, 4 laps. Or 4, like, fast laps. And that's the wear I'm getting. Well, we're definitely going to be doing medium hard in the strategy then. No soft tyres for me. Okay. Do I just... No, I'd rather... I don't... Retiring from the session, mid-session, when you've already done stuff, can be a bit buggy sometimes, so I'm just going to do this and just go to the end. Also concerning that Albon has gone... well, what's he done? 15.8 and I'm a 16.6 on the same tyre. Practice means nothing, right? That's the message of the day. Practice means nothing. I'm sure qualifying will go exceptionally well and I won't be P20... Well, I was going to say P22, but this ain't my team. Yeah, that's not... I'm not sure about that. Although the difficulty shouldn't be a problem. I think it is just a practice diff. I don't even know if on soft tyres I could beat that. Oh, why is it a wet quali? Oh, no! You bastards! Oh, that's really annoying. Alright, get me these done. Go on. Well done. There you go. That's always nice. Do the first practice and then just quick sim the other two and you get all the points and stuff. Yay! Pretty good. Okay. Qualifying time in the wet. I can't wait. It's the least enthusiastic I've ever been about a qualifying session in my life because I hate the wet with a passion. And not only that, but it's at Hungary. And how am I supposed to do, like, in the wet at this place? I'm annoyed. That's what I am. Right, so what I want to do is up my downforce a lot now. So it's basically on maximum. That's because obviously in the wet, the more downforce is usually better. Although at this track it doesn't really matter because you use high downforce anyway. But yeah. I think I might... Should I do 3 runs? No, I'll just do 2. I usually do 2. Sometimes I would do 3 in the wet just because... Well, the wet's a bit more dodgy. You don't really know what you're going to get. Whether you're going to, like, have a quick lap or a slow lap. Yeah, just do this. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. Given the fact that we are now in the wet, I'd say P20 is more likely than any other position at the moment. Alright, wheel bug. No, we're good. Very nice. Good clear air in front. I can wait an extra couple of seconds. There we go. I don't know if I should turn hot lap off on the exits. I might try that for my first run. And then, yeah, I don't know. See how it goes. No, I hate this already. Okay. Here we go. And into turn 1. A little bit early on the brakes. It's okay though, I guess. Very, very nice exit, I think. Possibly, potentially, maybe. Okay, yep, lovely. On the exit. Oh, shitty poo. Feces just shot out then. That could have been the end of my life. Of course, I would then just press triangle on my wheel and use a flashback. Oh, I've gone on the grass there. If that was in real life, I would have done a sergeant at the Dutch GP and just died. Luckily, though, this is a video game, and a crap video game at that, where realism doesn't exist. So you can take the piss a little bit. Is this flat? No, that is not flat. That is the opposite of flat. Woohoo! Also could have used a lot more overtake on this lap. I don't even know how I'm doing compared to everyone else. I assume pretty crap because of all the times I've nearly just put it straight, 50 feet into a wall. Huh. I'm not last. That is a W in my books. That is a big win. I am not last. Fantastic. That is brilliant news. I thought I'd be, dead last by 10ths. But no. I'm there. I reckon Albon's considerably further up the field. Yeah. By 4/10. I reckon 4/10 is very findable, though. 10th in Sector 1. And then, look. I've actually got a really strong Sector 3. So if I just don't cock it up in Sector 2... There's a good lap. There is a good lap. So, final run. You know what I do. I always clutch up, and that's a fact. I have a 100% clutch record of finding lap time out of nowhere and progressing, in this case, into Q2. Now, that's a lot drier, methinks, from the first run. That looks a lot drier anyway. So I reckon there's a bit more grippage going on. Wheel bug. Wheel bug. Can I even turn? Oh, look at that, I can turn. I only have to turn my wheel, what's that be, 140 degrees or something? That's pretty good. Okay. Get hot lap on. Am I clear behind? No. I need to sort of go now. That's my teammate as well. No, it isn't. Oh, poo. Oh, big poo. Okay. You saw nothing. You didn't see nothing. I'm a responsible race car driver. Yes, I am. I'm definitely top 3% fastest in the world, which I am, to be fair. Doesn't look like it, but I am. Right, and go. Let's do this thing. Proper late on the brakes into turn numero uno. Oh yeah, baby, I like that a lot. Get in there. Yes, I'm liking this. It's only been, you know, one corner, but I'm liking it. Oh yeah, baby. This is cookery. This is cookery. This is something special, this. This is special. Oh, Nelly. Ooh. I am tiptoeing about the gaff. Here we go. Ooh, Nelly. Boom! I don't think that was even good enough, but boom! Come on, man! Told you I can clutch it. It's just what he does. You know, it's just what I do. Look at that. 4 tenths behind Albon. I'm now 7 tenths ahead. Bosh. Wow, yeah. I didn't think that was good enough. Utter moron. I was clear by what? 1 point... No. 7... about second-ish. No. Fuck it, I can't do maths. That's pretty good, though. Albon through as well. That's always nice. You know, both cars into Q2. Albon is quite far from the Q3 area. Actually, not really. 2 tenths is nothing in the wet. I'm happy with that. That was a very, very good lap. That was also fun. And I've not really had that in the wet before. You know, actual enjoyment. You know, pleasure from driving in the wet. But there you go. Right, we're only doing 1 run in this session. I'm lying. Apparently, it's going to get dry. Fuck it, let's go. I usually only do 1 run in Q2 and Q3, but since there's probably going to be changing conditions, I might as well just do another run just so I've got a banker. Do you know what I mean? I got a banker. Alright. Ooh, track is very grippy, but we're getting grippy out here. I mean, you can see the dry line, and it has completely stopped, like, actually raining, and the dry line is very apparent, so... I reckon by the end of this session, if it doesn't rain again, we should be onto slicks, but... who knows? Oh, I took a lot of speed into that corner. Get the exit. Nice. Gotta make sure that I stay in this dry line. Of course, for maximum grip. And there you go. Those are the results of staying in the dry line. Why does my internet have to go down when I'm trying to stream, the fat bastards? I don't think my stream has ever gone down midday, but here we are. Hang on. Are we back? I think we might be back. I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't tell you. That was odd. In the, however many years I've had this internet, I don't think it's ever gone down before at midday. It also seems like my Twitch and Kick streams have reconnected, which is quite good. So I think we're back again. I think we're good. That was odd. That was very odd. I won't lie. That was definitely on the confusing part. And I don't even know if my... Actually, yeah, no. Okay, you know what, we're back. What do you think about the new KSI song? It's not as bad as people are saying it is because of all the hate that he's got, because for some reason he started harassing Dan TDM, which you just don't do. But I can't stand that type of music, like rap and like hip hop in general. I hate that type of music with such a burning passion, and his song is a disgrace. Wait, why is this a short, by the way? I have one stream on both. If you go on my channel, it might be there. I also have, like, a normal one. I stream on both because short streams are quite good for, views, because it just randomly pops up in people's feeds. There you go. Okay, we're back, I think. This is still a test, so, I mean, my internet going down mid-stream is definitely not part of the test. That wasn't supposed to happen. But, yeah... Anyway, have I just... Oh, I thought I just ruined myself then by starting on a corner. Alright, we'll carry on. Like nothing happened. Let's just hope my internet doesn't go off again. But yeah, going off in the middle of the day for like literally 5 seconds is very strange. Maybe it was a targeted attack by someone who despises the Fat Cream YouTube channel. Who knows. Let's start a conspiracy theory about it. Nice! Wasn't expecting that. Brilliant, sure. Yeah, to be honest, mate, the name, like, I can't even pronounce your surname, but it definitely sounds Polish. So is it gonna dry? I don't think it is. Am I even Whoa. That's Sector 3. Oh. Hey, that... There. No, that's good, actually. Okay. I don't think it's gonna dry in time, so do I just do another lap, or should I gamble that I'm safe at this current position? I mean, there's a second between me and being safe. Hasp Shark. Okay. I'm gambling it. I'm good. We're fine. Little Q3-age. Oh, Albon. 700ths is not what you want to see, but Nike G. Yeah, this is qualifying, lad. That's why I don't use manual gears, because it's very loud. Is it dry yet? Alright, so it says it's going to be... How many times has it said it's dry, like, now, and then changes to 10 minutes? Pisses me off. Ugh. Get that time down, please. Get it down. There we go. Right, what kind of lap time are we saying? 24.6. Oh, that's quick. Okay, let's go for, like, this kind of area. 25 dead. I think that's a nice place to go for. Now it's... what is the weather like? What is the satellite in the air telling me the weather? What's it for? Because 3 seconds ago, it said 60 minutes until wet and sunny. Then it said now. Now it says 5 minutes. What do you want from me? Ugh. And now it looks dry enough. This is definitely dry enough for slicks. Yeah, this is slick conditions. Right, I'm pretty sure everyone else is on softs as well, so that's probably going to be a hard, cold P10 for Benson Jutton. We'll try my best anyway. So that's what you gotta do.
And into turn 1.
Just gotta hope the AI aren't intelligent and put on the wets as well. That's what I'm hoping for here. This just feels like I'm using, like, old hard tires. And it's not, like, great, really. Although inters in the dry don't really work. Although they work a lot better than slicks in the wet. So that's something. Please tell me the AI are dumb and put on the wets as well. That was a pretty good lap for inters in the dry. But let's see, and the survey says... It's just what he does, you know? It's just what he does. This game is just in the mud, really. Maybe start recording iRacing. It's on PC. My PC shit. I can't afford it. And yeah, that's it, really. I would play iRacing, you know, if my PC was, like, better than bog standard. But, yeah. Also having to connect my wheel up to it, I'd have to change my monitors round. It's a very long process. It's a bit more than Polding a Williams. It's the fact that I've done it by 2.5 seconds, but that's just the AI being stupid. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you look at Russell, he done 1 lap time, gave up on his second run. Hamilton didn't do a second run. Perez gave up on their second run. Like, they didn't finish their laps for some reason. They just went back into the pits, or I don't know. But, yeah, that's not supposed to happen, but it's happened. So, you know, little Britain 1, 2, 3 as well. That's always nice. My PC isn't shit. Like, I can run, you know, games at a decent level, but it's just having to try and, like, record as well. Just wouldn't be doable. It would absolutely just smoke my entire CPU. It just wouldn't work. And of course, I'd have to either re-buy F124, of which I would then have none of my career mode saves, or I'd have to keep switching around what I'm recording, which is also a really, really long process, so maybe in the future I could, you know, dibble-dabble into actual sims, but yeah, for now, we're sticking with F1 24, F1 25, and whatever, beyond. Alright, race time. Let's get this over and done with. Should I put it up to 110? I probably should. Just because of how easily that quali was. Yeah, fuck it. Go on then. Do a Lance Stroll career comeback. That's actually a really good idea, but I already have 3 career modes going. A 4th would be not too much. I could definitely do it. It's just, right now, I would complete a season of my career mode every 2 months. Which means, you know, there's only, well, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. There's only 8 months until the new game. So that's only 4 seasons of each career mode. If I was to add another one, I'd only get, like, 4 free seasons. Actually, not even that, like 2 or 3 seasons per series. And that's just a bit too much, really. It's just not enough, is it? Could be a good F1 25 idea, though. No one can save Stroll, absolutely. But you know what Lawrence Stroll's cooking? We got Fernando Alonso on the big paycheck to let Stroll through and like help him. We've got Adrian Newey. We've got the new Silverstone facilities. You know, he's spending billions so he can make his son a world champion. That is the end goal for Lawrence Stroll. That's what he wants to do, and he won't stop until he achieves that goal. It might take a while, though, because Stroll isn't nearly as bad as everyone says he is. He's far from, you know, one of the worst drivers there. Maybe on the grid now, he's probably the worst on the grid right now, but at least he had moments, you know? Anyway, race numero, that's not a number, is it? Race start, just go. And we're off. My starts on this game have been shocking, by the way. Like, really, really bad. That one wasn't awful, though. Go on. That's scary. Don't do a Bottas 2021. Get me into turn 1. Whee! That's a bit too wide. Oh, Nelly. But, I mean, like, Sargent never done anything good in his entire, like, season and a half career. You know, Stroll had his pole at Portugal. His podium at Baku in 2018. You know, he's had some moments. He still shouldn't be there on it by any means. I'm not saying he's, like, F1 worthy, but he's definitely not as bad as some others. Oh, I'm going all off. What's going on? Why is my car feeling wide? It's feeling not ideal. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm on high fuel now. Of course, it's slow. Mental reset. Get back in there. Whee! Okay, I'm good. I just forgot that, you know, when you get high fuel, your car turns to shit. That's what happens. No! This is not good.
And around the final corner to finish lap number 1. Yay!
And I'm in the mud. That's what I am. Here goes Chili and Posh Spice. Trying to double up on me. Can't be having that. I don't even know if defending is going to be possible. Just because of the sheer straight line speed and the speed and power of the cars behind me. And my sort of hopes of putting it at 110 was to lose places and sort of go back down to where I belong in, like, P12, not in first. But you know what? I don't care anymore. This career mode's already gone in the bin. I haven't done it nearly enough. I mean, I started this about 3 months ago, and I'm only on round 9 of Season 1. And I've also won 2 races, and I've got back-to-back wins and then another 2 podiums. Like, no. It's almost like how my Has to Glory started. You know, I I got, what, a podium at Jeddah, I think? Maybe? And then I won at Canada. I got, like, a second at Imola, I think. And obviously that just isn't right for a crap car like a Haas. But luckily now, I only play on 110, so that doesn't happen. Okay. I also realised that a track like this, it's nigh on impossible to read chat because there's like no straights. What's your third one? Well, I've got this, which I live stream only, and then there's Haas to Glory, there's My Team Career Mode, and Ayrton Senna Driver Career Mode. No, I do. Plus 2 more career modes that I just do in my spare time. Just a driver and a My Team that are just like for my own personal boredom. But I don't like record or anything. And there's nothing stopping me from doing a My Team on stream as well, so I end up going up to 5 career modes, because obviously videos and live streams are different. Alright, might be in the bin here. Brakes later. Got round turn 1 alright. Sign's got a good exit though. Oh, Nelly. Oh, he's taking the outside line. He's got more grip. But no! It's not good enough, is it? It's just not good enough. Wow, the AI are shocking in this game. It can't be that hard to just make them, like, send it. I shouldn't be in first right now, because the AI are so bad at attacking. Like, if I was against, like, real people, I'd be, like, 17th by now, because of how easily they'd get past. Like, all they would do is go down the inside on the main straight, and then just send it up the inside, and then push me off a little bit, done. But the AI just don't do that. They always brake early, for some reason. Or they brake it, like, where they normally would. They don't consider the fact, oh, I'm overtaking, I should probably brake a couple of meters later. I don't even process that. Although, to be fair, even online racing is shocking. I don't know if any of you have seen it. The, like, WOR, or whatever it's called, and the PSGL. Like, when they do those races, they do, like, 100% races. And on the third to final lap, there's, like, 10 cars within a second. And, like, they can't overtake, because there's, like, no dirty air in this game at all. And, like, no tyre wear. I just got done. Yeah, I should probably let signs by for that one, to be honest. I probably should. That was naughty. You know, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty difficult to let a car by at this place, though. Especially with someone like Russell, who's right there as well. It's also extremely easy to overtake the AI. You just get, like, within a car length of them and then just dive bomb and, like, brake slightly later and it's like, oh, I'm through. Yay! You're done. Alright, let's do this again. Oh no, we're going 3 wide into turn 1. Okay, go as wide as I can without clarting into them. Great exit, and we're good. Whee! Once in Abu Dhabi, bro, first corner I was in first and got spun round to last. Yep! That's why I stay away from online, in specific, just because that always happens to me. I'll be on pole, tracks like Singapore, and usually they do it intentionally, but sometimes it is by accident. It's difficult to tell, especially on lap 1, but there are a lot of videos on my shorts page of just people just on purpose clarting into me and putting me in walls because they can't face the idea that someone is better than them. And it's obviously been a problem on the F1 games and pretty much every racing game forever, because there's always going to be people like that. You can't, like, stop them doing it unless you turn contact off, which I actually think they should for online. I know they went to, like, race and whatever, like, but, you know, I'd rather have contact off and not race at all, and it will just be whoever the fastest wins than get clotted into a wall because someone's a sore loser, you know? Obviously, in, like, esports races, keep contact on because they're professionals, or at least they're the best drivers in the world. They're not going to crash into people on purpose. But I just mean, like, for ranked. When they get mad because they just smash. They do! That's exactly what they do! It's so frustrating! Because there's a lot of times in ranked where I'll go off track by, like, a millimetre in quali, get track limits, and I'm forced to start last. And then as I'm trying to make my way through the field, you know, some drivers, they either let me go by because they know I'm getting past anyway, or they just keep it fair. And then there's that one little prick who's always the slowest of the bunch that just claw into you. I remember once, I think it was in F1 23, I had this race with this German bloke at Brazil, and we must have been going wheel to wheel and within DRS of each other for a good 20 laps of, like, basically the whole race. And it was so good, and, like, if that's what ranked can be, but it never will be because there's people that just claw into you, so yeah, a little bit annoying. That's why I kind of stopped playing ranked and doing streams on it, because it definitely got a bit annoying. Although I do want to return to ranked. I always want to get to elite at some point, and I'll stream, like, good for, like, a week, get that rank up, get to, like, silver 2 or whatnot, and then I just sack it off because I'm bored. I hit my 2-week burnout, and then, it's wraps. Am I gonna pit at some point? I feel like I've been out for way too long. I shouldn't have said that. I really shouldn't have said that. Every time I say something like that, I spin or I crash. I do that a lot when I'm recording videos. I'll sit there and go, I'm driving so well right now, and then I spin immediately after. It's like, shut up. Honestly. What's the tyre wear at? Oh, front left ain't looking too ideal. I mean, I'm probably stopping on, what, lap 11, lap 12, so still quite a while to go on this stint. Yeah, lap 11. It's so scary going against others because you get scared you'll be smashed. That's exactly it. Do you league race at all? It's a little better for that side of things. No, league racing I can never do just because of the scheduling. I mean, I haven't kept together a solid sleep schedule for the last 16 years of my 18-year life. So, having to get up at, like, well, be awake for a 8 PM race on a Saturday, it usually went wrong as well. I have league raced before, but I'd always, like, crash or by myself and be crap in general. I would always be, like, at the bottom end. Imagine versing Max Verstappen in iRacing. You are those people, you just smash into people. Yeah. Pretty much. I think I've done, let me think, probably about 8 league races in my time. I think I crashed out, like, all on my own without anyone around me in 5 or 6 of them. Having to drive a full race distance without spinning or crashing is something I cannot do. I'm proving it now. In the races I didn't crash, though, I know I've got 2 poles, and then, I think, 2 seconds. But to be fair, the only leagues I've ever been in have been, like, quite shit. like, all of the... Usually for a league, you have to, like, submit your time trial, like, times, which, I'll be honest, in this game, I have never done a single lap of time trial. And in F1 23, I probably had about 4 to 5 hours of time trial, and that was it. And I was still faster than every other driver in both of these leagues that I was in. So they weren't even that good. And I would still find a way to spin on my own, crash, and finish outside the points. So, yeah, that's why I sacked off league racing. But I might be back in it soon for a YouTube series. You know, I think that'd be quite cool. You know, league racing for YouTube. I think that's a good idea. I hate these objectives so much. It's like they try and ruin your race on purpose. What do you mean drain ERS to 20? If I do that, on the next lap, I will get sent and done by Posh Spice and Chili Con Carne and Tequila Perez. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I will keep my 70% ERS, and it will stay like that. Shut up. What do you even get for doing that objective? I don't even notice what you get when you do them. They're that irrelevant. I also enjoy the fact that if I was on any other circuit right now, bar like Singapore or Monaco, I would be like out the points by now. But, you know, you can thank Hungary and the AI being quite, you know, moronic for allowing me to stay in P1 all this time. Maybe should have pit that lap, to be honest. I mean, the tyres feel okay, but undercut can be quite good. Go, 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 Power Rangers. Oh, this is going to be close. Good exit. Not good enough, but still pretty good. Down the inside. Oh, we're still going. Yeah! Okay. A little bit of wheel banging, but, you know, kept it off track. No, on track, I mean. And, yeah, stayed ahead. Brilliant. David Croft would have lost his shit over that one. My legs are killing me. Oh, gone off a bit there. My legs usually aren't that bad, but, oh, maybe it's because I'm so fat. My legs are, like, fused together when I drive. Alright, into the pits we must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. And it looks like no one else is coming in with me. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It depends if the undercut's, like, working.
It all depends.
And I am probably going to do an entire outlap on hot lap, or ERS mode, so I can, you know, have a good outlap, hammer time, and why am I stuck in the pits exactly? Why was I just stuck in the pits for 2 seconds? Does someone explain that to me in the language that is the Queen's English? Does someone fucking explain to me why that has happened? Oh my goodness, that is probably a race-losing moment right there. Hey, I had it. That was it. No matter how good my outlap is, I don't think I can get back like a second. Especially because these tyres aren't great.
Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly.
Yeah, these tyres are so shit. I'm pushing them too hard is what I'm doing. Getting too greedy, making rookie mistakes. That's crazy as well. I've got about 3,000 hours over the last 4 F1 games. No, 5 F1 No, 4 F1 games. And I still, like, do very stupid errors that I really shouldn't do with someone with so much experience as myself. But I do. I just do. Yeah, I'm definitely just not staying ahead, am I? That's just not gonna happen. Nah. Am I even gonna be third? Okay, I'm third. Yay, brilliant. You thank the pit crew for that one, and whoever that Sauber was that got in the way. Bastard. Because now you're going to see these two up front just clear off. Because now they're not behind me. I'm not holding them up. So now you get to see their true pace. And they'll be gone. So there's no chance of me winning now. Bastards. Maybe that's a good thing, though. Really. I mean, I shouldn't be winning in a Williams on, you know, like, well, realistic settings. This car is, you know, should be going for about 13th to 14th. Like minimum. And I'm here in well, 4th, but there's an Alpine that hasn't stopped yet, and I'll obviously be then 3rd. You know, I can try and stay ahead of Stroll, who is in 5th somehow. I'm not letting this prick get a podium after, you know, me and chat have slated him for like 20 minutes. That's not going to happen. Surely not. It's going to happen, isn't it? Stay away from me! He's going to the outside. That's not such a bad thing. I can outbrake him and then have the inside line. He switchbacked me! I've been switched, but I haven't. I thought I just got switchback like Lance Bleeding Stroll. That would have been a truly embarrassing moment for Fat Krim. And I would have instantly ended my stream and went to the Barbados. That's where I would have gone. Would have ran away and hid forever. Getting a bit risk it for the biscuit kind of attitude going on right now. Got a nice gap to Hamilton though. That's probably going to close extremely fast, but at least I can have a breather for like 10 seconds. We have a yellow flag somewhere as well. I don't know. I assume that's behind. It is. It is going to be, I believe, a McLaren. And it's Oscar Pastry, who is now out of the session. So, you know, he won in real life. He ain't winning today, although he didn't deserve to win in real life by any means, in my opinion at least. I think Lando should have absolutely crossed the line. I know he's got to be good and sporting, but if I'm there in Lando's spot, I am winning that race, and I don't care about the consequences afterwards. Fucking whoever it was, I don't know who said it, but someone said, like, Oscar will need you. You will need Oscar in the future to win this championship. We are now, what? About 3 races later, and he's not needed him so far. So, I think that was utterly stupid by Lando. Among other reasons, I think that is one of the main ones why he will not win this year's championship, or any championship ever, to be honest. I love the bloke. Top 3 favourite drivers there, alongside Checo Perez in first by a mile, and then probably Leclerc. But yeah, I just don't think you can be doing that. I think you have to win that race. You have to take the extra 8 points. And also, you know, mistakes like in Imola, where he kept going off, that lost him the win there. Spain, he had the fastest car and just lost to pace. And I just feel like there's like so little tiny things. Went the other way, Lando would have walked this title, and he would already be ahead. And doesn't he have to beat Max by like... Well, basically, if Lando wants to win this championship, he has to win every single race until the end of the season. If Max finishes second, I think. I could be wrong on that. But it's something like that. You know, things like Baku going out in Q1. Because if he actually started where he normally would, like top 5, he would have probably, you know, won that race. So that's another, like, 15 points on top of that. All the rest is, like, you know, maybe, like, 20 to 30. I mean, Austria, if he won that and they didn't collide, that would have been another 8 points. Silverstone, What happened in Silverstone? I don't remember that race at all, to be honest. Like, I literally don't remember it. What happened at Silverstone? Didn't Hamilton win? I'm surprised that isn't spoken about more. I was talking to like my parents like a few years ago, and I was saying, you know, the time when Hamilton wins again, this was like mid 2022 when he hadn't won. When he wins again, people aren't going to shut about it for months. I haven't heard about it since he won, which is a bit interesting. I thought like since it's Hamilton, home Grand Prix, and they all love Hamilton because he's British. Like I thought they wouldn't shut up about it, but no, I've not heard anything about it. You see what I was talking about as well, about how the front two are just going to gap me now that they're ahead. You can see how much I'm holding them up. They're doing me about a second a lap at the moment. And that's what I was talking about. Like, the AI are so bad at overtaking. This is how much faster they really are than me. Like, I'm driving at 110% right now, and they are gapping me by that much, and Stroll would do the same. But they're so bad at attacking, and just racing in general, attacking and defending, that I just stay ahead. They need like the AI from Gran Turismo 7, where you can actively up the aggression of the AI, and if you put it on max, in GT7, they just send you from like miles back, and they don't feel sorry about it, they just give it some. And I rate that. I feel like that should be in this game. Like, just make it so they actually attempt an overtake. Like, just make it a bit better. Anyway, Hamilton's now caught up. He's going to go for it on Stroll. We're going 3 wide into turn 1. Later on the brakes, and I can just cut them off. Look at that. See what I mean? I broke, like, what? 10 meters later? And I was able to, like, go in front of them, because they brake at the normal, like, braking zone. Whoa! That is not what you want to do. Tyres are getting a bit squirrely now. Some could say the car is getting snappy, where the grip becomes so low that you actually start aquaplaning on dry conditions. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like you have no control over where your car goes. It just sort of skids off. Also, I think we should, I think Pirelli should make their tyres wear a lot better. Like, wear, like, more. That would be a lot more exciting, because then you'd have 3 stop races. Or at least 2 stop races at every single track. Rather than this medium to hard, 1-stop woke nonsense. Oh, my leg is fucking killing me. Is it also just me, or has this race been extremely long? I mean, we've still got 6 laps left. Or actually, yeah, 7 laps left. Like, this is so long. Although the Hungarian Grand Prix is quite long, because the lap times are like a 1 minute, 17, 18, but you have to do 25 laps because the actual track distance is short. And that's what I think's really stupid. Say, like, they don't base the amount of laps you do on how much time it takes. It's on the length of the circuit. Like, so at Monaco, there's a stupid amount of laps because the track is really short, but it takes a long time to actually cover that distance. And like here, the lap times are quite long. 1 minute 17, 1 minute 18, but in real life they do 70 laps because the actual track distance is small. I think they should just make each race an hour and a half and then just base the laps off that. Where's that fastest lap from Norris come from? Where is Norris? It's currently almost outside of the points. Oh my goodness, look at the bottom left. Look at, it's just all blue. Between me and like, I don't even know, like P10 that might be. It's just all blue. And then a little bit of green for the Aston Martins. So in that area, there is both Red Bulls. There is, well, 1 Mercedes, both Astons, both Williams, and then 1 Alpine. That's hilarious. It's just all blue. What's RB's colour? Wait, RB's blue in this game as well. So that's RB as well. There's, what, 5 teams that are blue. I mean, technically Mercedes is like a turquoise, like cyan colour. It's still a shade of blue in my mind, though. So you got Mercedes, Williams, Alpine, RB, and Red Bull are all blue. And then you've got what? Ferrari red, McLaren orange, Haas white, Sauber green. Yeah. That's hilarious. Car feels very strong. I think I just had a little tiny graining period or whatever it's called, where like your tyres go temporarily shit for a few laps, because now I feel alright again. Only thing is now I've got to deal with Hamilton. Stroll is very easy. Whoa, okay. I did it again. I did it again. I said something, I spoke about how well I'm driving, or how the car feels great, and then I go and put it in a wall. It's what I always do. I always do it. It's like, if I'm driving extremely well, it's like, when I do like my driver career mode in my own time, when obviously I'm not commentating on anything, I can just focus on the actual game, where I drive a lot better than I am now, because obviously I'm putting 100% concentration. At the moment, I'm probably only doing about 60% concentration on the actual driving. The rest of it is going to commentating. But when I'm on my own, it's just all locked in on that. And I'll be like, you know, thinking in my head, wow, I'm driving so well. I am so consistent. I want every lap to be within a 2/10 of each other. And as soon as I start thinking like that, bang, I spin and I'm gone. Alright, let's see how this goes then. Trying to defend from Hamilton. Here we go. Down the inside goes Hamilton. Let's not do a through goes Hamilton moment. Round the outside. He is going to stick in this. Of course he is. Great exit and you're gone. Sayonara. 4 laps remaining. And actually, Stroll's going for it on Hamilton. That's kind of good for me, maybe. Because I can now clear off a little bit. And gain, like, nothing, which they'll just gain back throughout this lap, so does it really matter? Probably not. Ooh. I wish there was a Formula E game. I reckon that could go crazy. I'm very good at, like, it might seem crazy, because I've spun multiple times in this race, but I'm very good at, like, getting close to walls, like, inches away, without actually clarting into them. Like, I'm very good at tracks like Monaco and, like, Baku because of it. I mean, if you saw my recent, My Team, I think, was it My Team? No, it was Senna Career Mode. If you watch my recent Senna Career Mode video, at Baku, like, my goodness, I was driving within like milli-inches of the wall. So a lot of the time I would actually hit the wall, but the game wouldn't register it. I got that close to it. And that was every single lap. So I reckon I could shine in a Formula E game, which is basically a load of Monacos, because there's walls at the side of everywhere rather than, well, this, like runoff and curbs. Although Formula E has fallen off massively. It was never fantastic. It's just, they gave the rights to, what, BBC? That ruined it, because it didn't have a large following to begin with. When they used to stream it for free on YouTube, on Channel 4, it used to only get, like, 15k viewers, which, of course, for, like, a racing series with, like, some of the best drivers in the world going around all these street tracks and places in the world, that's nowhere near good enough. And then they decided to put it on BBC, which probably now has even less viewers. So, yeah. And also that sport's just a bit shit with some of the things they have. I mean, I remember Fan Boost. What even was that? It's basically just who's got the most Twitter followers, and then it's just pure bias. I hated that a lot. Anyway, let's focus on the race, because there's not long left. Penultimate lap starts now. Are we going to get a through goes Hamilton moment? No, because I have managed to outbrake him, but I do get oversteer. That's not good. Nope, I'm fine. I think what I'm going to do is on this lap, I'm actually, as soon as I get past this corner, and then through here, and I get to the end of this, what I'm actually going to do is turn my ERS off and charge it, because then I'll have almost a full tank, hopefully, by the start of the final lap, which will help me defend. At least that's what I hope. But also, look at the gappage of the cars in front now. 12 seconds in about 14 laps. I told you, that's how badly I'm holding them up. Okay, that's worked pretty well. I've now got... yeah. Full ERS. And now I can unleash it down the straight. Here we go. Final lap. Let's get this podium. Come on, then. Let's avoid the slipstream, first of all. I am going to move back to the outside. I prefer the outside line. I'm taking the inside line, I guess. Stroll's thinking about it, but it isn't going to do. And that's a really nice run through turn 1, and I'm away. And also, look at that. Stroll's giving it some. Go on, lad. Do him in. Around turn 2. Nice exit. And Stroll's actually got Hamilton. And he's probably going to stay ahead now because there's nowhere to overtake, especially for the AI. So I think Stroll's just got himself a P4. What a result that is. Almost out of nowhere when Alonso is actually nowhere. Let's bring this home. P3 is still very respectable, apart from the fact it's entirely unrealistic. And like I said, if this was against actual people or the AI was slightly more competent, I would be last. Or at least, you know, battling barely for points. So Sainz wins. Russell gets second. And it's a P3 for Benson Jutton. GG's. Well done. That was good. I enjoyed that. My arse is killing me. My leg is on fire. But that's just the sacrifices I make to bring you excellent content like that. Even though it was shit. There you go. Whew. Brilliant. Yeah, I like that, to be honest. I thought that would be a lot more of a snooze fest. But, you know, having to actually defend pretty much every single lap, that swazzed it up a little bit. So, actually, wow. Great race. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. I'm actually almost bottled that on the line, to be fair. There wasn't much else I could do. But yeah, Stroll had a great exit. I want to see this. He was there. Yeah, if the start line was a bit further on, he would have probably got that. Why does his car set... Can I just point out, by the way, Aston and Williams have the same engine, so why does mine sound like this? I should go back to here. Mine sounds like this. Okay, so me and Hamilton have the same. But this is Aston's, ready? It sounds like it's got a Donald Duck engine. Like, these two were like, nah. Whereas this one's like, nah. What's the McLaren? Yeah, so McLaren, Williams, and Mercedes all sound the same. But Aston have this weird filter on it. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder what engine Renault, well not Renault, Alpine are going to get, because obviously their engine's Renault, they're sacking that off, which, honestly, a fantastic decision. Their engines were never very good, and no one wanted them. So I think I think they will go for a Ferrari engine, personally. That's just a guess. I mean, there's only 3 now. There's Mercedes, Red Bull, or Ferrari, and they're not going to go for Red Bull. I don't think they'll supply that. And then Mercedes already has 3 customer teams. So I think they'll go for Ferrari. But anyway, let's take a look at my lap times, because they were obviously going to be relatively inconsistent, I assume. Not that bad, really. You can see the pace drop off from lap 80 to 20. You can see that. Actually, no. Yeah, no, here. 20 and 21. There's a second difference, and it sort of stays around the area. That's not too bad. I mean, 2 tenths, 20 odd milliseconds, tenth and a half, 2.5 tenths, 2 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, or 4 tenths, then 9, but then 2, none, half a second. Nah, it's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful by any means. But I want to see what these lot were doing. So by the end of the race, I was in the mid-17s. Actually, this ain't that different. Oh, is that because he DNF'd? So when a car DNFs, it just shows the rest of the previous driver you were looking at, and this lap is blacked out for some reason. Oh, that's really weird. Where's me? So yeah, they were about 7-8 tenths quicker than me per lap. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. I'm going to head off here. What do you think is better, playing F1 24 on a PS5 or a sim setup? Well, obviously you mean controller or sim, because I'm on a sim on a PS5. It's a good question, really. Obviously, a sim is quite tricky to set up. I mean, usually you would have like a frame, and then you would put, you know, the wheel and stuff in. That means obviously you can't have a chair. I do have a swivel chair, and it is quite bad for actually driving, but on a sim, on a wheel, it's a lot faster than controller, like considerably faster on this year's game. Previous F1 games, it hasn't been that much of a difference, but for some reason, the way that the cars handle and the way that they've done controller, on a wheel, you are going to be faster than pretty much any controller player, even if you are not that great on a wheel. Obviously, on a controller, it takes a little bit less effort because you're only moving 2 sticks, whereas with this, it's a wheel, buttons on the wheel. I would say I'm not the right person to ask because I have spent about half an hour on a controller and almost 3,000 hours on a wheel, so I'm not really one to speak. I'd say the wheel's better from an experience. I mean, this game is completely unrealistic and an arcade game, but I still think it's just more fun on a wheel, so I don't know if that answers your question. But yeah, I'm going to head off here. I'm starving, so I need to go sort that out. And I might... Actually, let me just check one thing before I head off. I want to see if that Senna challenge career is out, because if it does, I might go and record a video on it and get it out for like 4 or 5 p.m, or I might just not and do it out for 2... That's what actually, no, I can't be arsed doing. I mean, having to record a video, then edit it, then render it, that's a bit long to do today. I'm just going to probably record it and edit it today and then just upload it tomorrow. I think that's probably a better thing to do. Yeah, I just want to check if it's out. I hate these secret meetings so much. Wish you could turn off secret meetings. Like, no, I'm staying at Williams. That's if I pursue this career mode and I finish it or get quite... Oh, that's not what you want to see, really. Is my stream crashed again? No. Okay, that's just the game. Where's my... Yeah, here. So if I do pursue that career mode, I want to spend 1 season at Williams, because that's where Jenson Button started in real life in 2000. Then move to Alpine, which of course back in the day used to be Benetton. He was there for 2001 and then 2002, I think. Yeah. And then he was at Honda. Was it Honda or was it BAR? I think it was BAR. Oh yeah, because British American Racing, from 2003 until 2008, and then that's when it became Honda. Then they, of course, became Brawn GP. Then they became Mercedes. So I'll do 4 seasons at Mercedes, and then between 2010 and then 2016, he was at McLaren. So I'll do 3 seasons of McLaren. Because obviously you only get 10 seasons. So I feel like, you know, that's a pretty good summary of Jenson Button's career. That's if I don't think I'll get anywhere close to doing 10 seasons of that career mode. But let's see, is this... Oh my god, what do you mean? Right, I guess I can't find out if the, you know, the new mode's out. I'll have to do that later then. So yeah, I'm going to end today. That was really, really good though. I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, that was good. W stream, that was a test, and the test, I think, went brilliantly. It was just a test if I could still do this multi-streaming thing where I stream on YouTube Landscape, YouTube Shorts, Twitch and Kick all at the same time. And I've changed a lot of settings, I've done a lot of things, and honestly, my PC has ran pretty much perfectly through the whole way through. Apart from about, halfway through the stream during qualifying when my internet went down for about 10 seconds, which has never happened before, and is quite confusing. But that is to do with my PC. That was actually everything. Like, my PS5 went down, my phone went down, that was just odd. But, yeah, that was really, really good. I can't say when I'm going to stream this next. What I can say is that I will be live on Friday. Today is, obviously, is it Tuesday? Yeah, so it's Tuesday today. So on Friday, I'll be live for the US Grand Prix weekend. I'll be doing watch-alongs of all sessions, so practice, sprint, quali, Grand Prix. I hope, anyway, unless my sleep schedule becomes that shocking. I will have live timing as well, so you'll be able to see all the cars on track, all data, all their lap times, and I think I can play team radios as well. So if you want to see that, come hang out. That would be on Friday at, I don't know when is it? I don't even remember. Is it like 6? Yeah, 6:15 is when that will be happening on Friday. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'll do another Jenson Button career mode stream, but it's all if I can be asked. That's what it comes down to, if I could be bothered. So yeah, I'm gonna head off. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you fuckers later. Goodbye. Should we do the stream ending thing? Yeah, go on, why not? Do you know what I mean? Do it. Octopus.